In May 2013, the literary world quite literally blew up in one bedroom in Essex with the arrival of a collection of short stories which was so daring and so gnarly that the author's mum was quite upset. Today, on the eve of the arrival of his fourth book, The Stamp Brotherhood, we meet the man behind the books and the other stuff, what he does. Paul Schiernecker describes himself as 33% writer, 33% musician, 33% lover and 2% mathematician. Paul Schiernecker's claim to fame is that he once shared a stage with Joe Pasquale. I guess writing has just always been something that I did. I didn't necessarily think of it as being a career. I still don't. Obviously, I love that. But more than anything, it's the thing that makes me feel the best. There's sort of like a process that I'll go through, so I'll break it down into chapters, and then I tend to put it up. I have a blackboard up where I'll block out ideas and put chapters and link characters together and stuff like that. You can see some examples of my work there. The greatest piece of advice I ever received on writing was from my grandma. Shortly before she passed away, she asked how I was getting on with my writing, and when I'd obviously been procrastinating, and when I mentioned this to her, she said, "Just write the damn thing." At the moment, it's just to build a readership. All I want is for people to get a hold of these books and to read them and let me know what they think of them. Long term, I'd love to make a living doing this, but that's really rare. I mean, I'm never going to write Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or the Dragon ones. So yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing out twee indie books about first world problems until someone realises how good they are. I think the thing about the Stamp Brotherhood is that as I was writing the Stamp Collective, I thought that I was using everything, because it's about the relationship between me and my brothers. And I thought as I was writing the book that I was going to use up all of the stories that I had, but I lived with them until I was in my 20s. So there's this whole history of stuff that happened between the three of us that you're never going to be able to explore all of it in one novel. So as I was coming towards the end of Collective, I was sort of storing stuff or putting stuff down for the next book, which I already had a title for. And then at the end of the Stamp Collective, I've actually put the Stamp Brothers will be back in the Stamp Brotherhood. Just more than anything, just to goad me into writing a second novel, because I probably wouldn't have done it unless I specifically told people ahead of time that I would. And there's a lot more story in there. It delves further into their backstory and picks up on stuff that's not really discussed in the collective. And it's funny, man. More than anything, the first 3 chapters are just building up to a dick joke. And the whole setup of the first 3 chapters is just for a pun. And there's going to be another one. The aim is to have 3 books, and then for me to have made peace with the characters and with my upbringing and whatever else. So I actually modelled them on the original Star Wars trilogy. So the collective was like a standalone, and then by the end of Empire, which would be Brotherhood, everything's fallen apart. The way Luke lost his hand and found out Darth was his father, and Han's frozen in carbonite. And yeah, everything just seems a bit hopeless. It's such a down note, as I think Dante says in Clerks. Yeah, and that's all life is.